Learn your lines and don't fall over the furniture. Getty Elizabeth Hurley is a name associated with many things. That safety pin dress she wore to accompany then boyfriend, now best friend Hugh Grant, to the 1994 Oscars, numerous performances in Hollywood blockbusters such as Austin Powers and Bedazzled, and most significantly, as the face of Estée Lauder's breast cancer awareness campaign for the last 22 years. We meet the English icon to discuss her secret to everlasting youth, dreams of becoming a spy and trimming the hedges. I love my hedge trimmer. It's probably my favorite possession. How much has changed since the breast cancer awareness campaign started 25 years ago. 25 years ago there was no pink ribbon, no breast cancer awareness month, no appearances on television shows talking about breast cancer. We certainly wouldn't have been sitting here talking about it. It's a completely different world now. My grandmother died of the disease, and when she found her own lump she didn't tell anyone about it, not even when she was diagnosed. People were very scared because they didn't know anything about it. There was no sort of feeling of solidarity or support. In retrospect, it was terrible. Medically, there's been great strides and breakthroughs in treatments. We know so much more now through fundraising and research, which is a remarkable achievement. Now we just want it to end and finally put a stop to breast cancer. I think social media has impacted the scale of donations too. There's an astonishing amount of goodwill with people trying to raise money from cake bakes, to sponsored walks, sponsored runs, and golf tournaments. When they can share that with people on social media, I think it has made a huge difference. What's been your biggest highlight of being involved with the campaign? Meeting thousands of women who've had or are battling breast cancer. Of course, not all of them are still here today, sadly. Every one of their stories is moving when you understand the trauma that they and their family have gone through whilst battling this disease. I haven't forgotten any of them. Last night we met many survivors who I've known throughout the years, telling me their updates. Lots of the women last night had long hair, whereas when I first met them they had none. Every 10 minutes in the UK, someone is sadly diagnosed with breast cancer. The biggest challenge is translating goodwill into funding. We've raised $70 million from the breast cancer campaign that has been donated to the foundation, who've raised over $750 million for research. They are currently more than 250 research scientists. Would like twice as many, to get a cure faster. If you could give young women one piece of advice today, what would it be? Check your own breasts, be familiar with your breasts. Go to the doctor if you're worried, and keep the conversation open. If you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be? Well, even when I was young, they told us the sun was dangerous, but I should have listened more. So, less sun. I mean, I'm very good at always using sunblock, but nevertheless probably a bit less sun. You've had a very long career in the limelight. What's been your standout moment? When I started working for the Estée Lauder company 22 years ago, and signed on as their figurehead, when my modeling job segued into and incorporated their breast cancer campaign, that made it a really special job. You once said you always wanted to be a spy. If you hadn't gone down your showbiz career route, what would you be doing? Well, here's the thing. I think English spies have to go through the diplomatic service, and I don't think I would have got through, to be honest. I don't think anyone would choose me to go in the diplomatic service, or be a spy, when it really comes to it. I think I probably wanted to be a spy in movies more than anything. Your son is now following in your famous footsteps. Have you given him any showbiz? Last year he had his first professional job on my show The Royals, and I told him to learn his lines and don't get on everyone's nerves. He did both and he was very good. So my advice would be, learn your lines and don't fall over the furniture. When actors are in a panic, bizarrely they'll miss their seat. One of the most important things in acting is to not panic and act like a normal human being. You look amazing. What's your secret to eternal youth, and how do you keep your coveted figure? Well, I think I've been very lucky in a way. I was quite old when I got into modeling, 29 when I got my Estée Lauder job. And from then on, I've had an arsenal of free beauty products in my hands to use from any of the Estée Lauder companies. I have no excuse on skincare and makeup, so I've taken advantage of that. I do recommend to women to moisturize and look after your skin. It's incredibly important. And as far as staying slim goes, I've learned a lot from scientists, doctors and oncologists during this campaign. Aesthetics aside, they all recommend to watch our weight for health issues like your heart. Carrying too much excess fat has been linked to cancer too. Of course, like everybody, there are times when my jeans are too tight, and I'll think, okay, I'll only have one slice of toast and I won't have that bag of crisps today, and that's normal. But we do have to watch our weights, and we do have to keep it down for health. It's not about being skinny, but a healthy weight. I have 5 flights of stairs in my house. That's the sort of exercise that's very good for us. Running up the stairs instead of walking an extra stop before you get on the tube, all are good. If you have a dog, get out and walk them. We don't all have time or want to go to the gym. I don't go to the gym, but I'm quite active. What are your top 3 beauty products you couldn't live without? When I joined the Estée Lauder company in 1995, I was given my first bottle of advanced night repair serum by the brand. It's not just for night, and I've used that twice a day for 22 years. I think that's a really good one. Also, lip balm. I get quite dry lips and I love this rose-flavored one from another Estée Lauder-owned brand, Erin. It's gorgeous, I love the taste and it smells slightly old-fashioned. Then, I suppose, a body cream. I've got a creme de la mer one at home. Actually, hand cream. You start using it early for beautiful hands. An aunt of mine is staying with me in the country now. She's in her mid-70s and it's always been a joke in our family that she's always putting on hand cream. Her hands are beautiful. There's no such thing as too much hand cream or neck cream. You once said that when reading an interview with a famous actor, you wouldn't care about political opinions, but rather what they had for breakfast. So, what did you have for breakfast? Well, we got up very early today, a 4 o'clock start, so nothing. But when I got here, they very nicely gave me scrambled eggs on toast, and I ate all of it. I don't tend to eat the second I wake up, I settle for a bit. One good tip for everyone is to always have 2 mugs of hot water when I wake up. I put apple cider vinegar in mine. It's very good for your gut and your skin. It's good for everything. You've mentioned in the past that you're a very stressed person. How do you unwind at the end of the day? Bath time. I love bath time. I think it really started when I had a young child in the house, and any mother will tell you that when they are finally put down to sleep in their cot, it's me time for a hot bath. I love Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom Bath Oil, and a book. I still do it to this day. The second today I will definitely have a hot bath. I love it. Do you have a surprising fact about yourself that nobody knows? I drive a tractor. I can do fencing. I can do ditching. I have some high-powered tools that I trim all my topiary hedges with. I love my hedge trimmer. It's probably my favorite possession. My brother gave me one for Christmas this year and it's a fabulous lightweight one. How often do you trim the hedges? Often. I like to take secateurs with me on every walk I go to, and attack everything. I'll frequently go for walks with my hedge trimmer, and chop everything I see. Lots of things need tending to. Elizabeth Hurley is the global ambassador for the Estée Lauder Company's breast cancer campaign, which marked 25 years of the pink ribbon this October. For more information, please visit bcacampaign.com, or join in the conversation on social media with Pink Ribbon 25 Beauty Secrets Breast Cancer Awareness. Elizabeth Hurley, Estée Lauder.